In continuation of our scoring the 60 out of 60 target marks in IPE October 2021, in this short time period, we are discussing essay type questions. So, this is the second video in which we are going to discuss the important question. Out of 10 question papers, you will find this question in almost all papers. I can assure you that out of 10 papers, in 9 question papers you will get this question, you will see this question. Now, what is that question? State and prove the law of conservation of energy in the case of a freely falling object. We have to prove the law of conservation of energy in the case of a freely falling object. Now, what do you mean by law of conservation of energy? In this, we consider a type of energy that is called mechanical energy. So, this law is only related to mechanical energy. So, I can say this is the law of conservation of mechanical energy. What do you mean by mechanical energy? The sum of kinetic and potential energies is called mechanical energy. We discussed what is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a moving object. So, kinetic energy is given by half mv square. If the object is at rest, kinetic energy becomes 0. So, a stone on the table has got 0 kinetic energy. When I throw it with some speed, it will have some kinetic energy. Now, what do you mean by potential energy? This is potential energy. In general, we consider it as mgh, but this is not the correct definition. But simply we write potential energy is mgh for this exam purpose. If you remember this, that is enough. Potential energy is nothing but the energy stored by the object. When the energy is stored, when some work is done against the wish of the object. So, when work is done against the wish of the object. So, I will try to explain. So, what does it mean? Suppose you take a stone lying on the ground, it always wants to lie on the ground. Somebody lifted it to a height h. It does not want to stay here, but you are doing work against its wish. What is its wish? Its wish is to fall down. So, whatever the work done against its wish is stored as potential energy. Actually, potential energy is defined as potential energy. Actually, there is no potential energy. You have to write change in the potential energy. Okay. So, change in potential energy is negative of the work done by the conservative forces. This is the actual definition. So, if you remember potential energy is equal to mgh, that is enough. No need to think of the other definitions which I already taught now. For exam purpose, just you remember potential energy is equal to mgh. Now, what do you mean by law of conservation of energy? Conservation means something kept constant, remains constant. That is called conservation, right? So, you take an isolated system. Isolated system is a system which is not in contact with in any manner with other systems. Then that is called an isolated system. In an isolated system, the energy, that is the mechanical energy, that is nothing but the total energy of kinetic and potential energy, is always constant. So, according to law of conservation of energy, the total energy of an isolated system is always a constant. Energy neither can be created nor can be destroyed. But one form of energy can be converted into another form. Suppose you are burning petrol and getting some heat energy. With that heat energy, you are converting it into mechanical energy and something and so on. So, in this way, one energy can be converted into another energy. Now, what do you mean by a freely falling body? I have to prove that total energy is constant in the case of a freely falling object. Suppose this is the earth from the ground at a height h. So, some object is placed whose mass is m. So, it is at a position A. I am allowing it freely to fall. So, I am considering 3 points on its path. The first point is at a height h. The second point is at a height of h minus x, because it has fallen a height of h or a distance of x. So, if this is the distance travelled by object from A to B is x, then the remaining is h minus x. While you are taking the height, you have to consider from the ground. While you are taking the displacement of the distance of the object, you have to start it from A. Now, So what I have to prove? I have to prove that total energy at A is equal to total energy at B and total energy at C. I can consider any three arbitrary points of my interest. So what are my points? The initial point, some point in the middle, and the final point. Is it clear? Right. Now let us consider at point A. So if you write the definition, you will get 1 mark. If you draw the diagram, you will get 1 mark. For the remaining derivation, you will get 6 marks. Right. At point A, so kinetic energy at point A is half mv square. What is the velocity of the object before it falls? Its velocity is 0. It is not falling, it is ready to fall. So velocity is 0. So when velocity is 0, total kinetic energy is 0. Now, potential energy at point A is nothing but mg into height. What is the height of point A from the ground? That is h. So it is simply mgh. So potential energy. Now what is the total mechanical energy at point A? It's simply sum of 0 and mgh. It comes out to be mgh. This is the equation 1. Up to this you will get 2 marks. Now consider point B. So at point B I am considering kinetic energy. So kinetic energy at point B is half mvb square. Your Vb is the velocity at this point. Though initial velocity is 0, while it is falling to point B, its velocity gradually increases because of gravitational attraction. Let us say its velocity at this point is Vb, and at the point before it touches the ground is Vc. So what is the speed at B? Vb, and speed at C is Vc. Let us consider. Now I don't know the value of mv square, that is the velocity of mvb square, of mvb square. I don't know the speed or velocity of the object at point B. How to find it out? I use the formula v square minus u square is equal to 2as. S is displacement, a acceleration, u initial speed, v final speed. Now here final velocities I have to consider vb square. Initial velocity is 0 before it starts falling. It has got no speed or velocity. So this is a. Since it is falling freely, acceleration due to gravity is nothing but its acceleration. Now how much distance or displacement it has travelled? It traversed the displacement of x. So simply vb square is equal to 2gx. Substitute this here. So you will get kinetic energy at point B is equal to half m times 2gx. 2 gets cancelled, you will get mgx. So this is the kinetic energy at point B. Now potential energy at point B is, as I told you, mg into height from the ground. Height from the ground is h minus x. So this can be written as mgh minus mgx. Now I want the total energy at point B. Total energy at point B is, I have to add these two, mgx plus mgh minus mgx. So mgx gets cancelled. So I am getting the second equation, that is total energy at point B is mgh. This is the second equation. If you write up to this point, you will get 6 marks. That is 2 remaining definitions 2. Now let us go for the third point. Third point is at point C. So at point C, I have to consider kinetic energy at point C. So this you have to put a small side heading at point C to score good marks. So kinetic energy at point C is half mvc square. Even here also I don't know. Directly you can write the final velocity of an object while it is touching the ground, since it is falling from a height h is given by 2gh. You can obtain that from this also simply. Instead of Vb you have to write Vc, u is always 0. Instead of x you have to put h. So you will get Vc square is equal to 2gh. Substitute. So kinetic energy at C is equal to half m times 2gh. So 2 gets cancelled, simply you will get mgh. So this is the kinetic energy at point C. Now what is the potential energy? It is obvious the potential energy at point C is 0. Why 0? Because the height of the object when it is on the ground is 0. So mg times 0 is 0. So what is the total energy at point C? Total energy, if you add 0 and mgh, you will get mgh. So from these three equations, so equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, we have proved that total energy at these 3 points is one and the same. So, hence the law of conservation of energy is proved in the case of freely falling object. Thank you.